Hi, Bill here. Today I'll be reviewing Inspector Gadget Blitzway 5 Pro Studio Megahero Series 002. So yeah, if you wondered what the gadget stuff was, lots of gadgets, it was Inspector Gadget. It's obviously the Blitzway 5 Pro Studio Megahero series of it. Now, it wasn't cheap, this figure, because it's Blitzway. I'll start with that straight away. So if you're on a budget, you might not can afford this. Blitzway tends not to be cheap. So let's get that out the way to begin with. So it may not be for everybody, depending on your budget. So let's get that out the road first. But it's really cool figure. I've managed to pull the trigger on it. I've seen it for a while. I managed to pull the trigger on it, so let's have a look at it up close in the box first. Nice artwork, nice bit there. You can see all the gadgets. Well, part of the gadgets. Blitzway 5 Pro Studio, and it is there, 2021, and it is there. Yep, he has extendable neck and arms. He does everything. They're there, looking really cool. And obviously it comes with all these gadgets, gadget copter, extendable arms and legs parts, the mechanical arms that come out, the parts that come out his hat. He's got the umbrella, a stand, a stand. Actually, you can go through what he has there. Right, it has 2 replaceable faces, 3 replaceable hat, 3 replaceable hat pieces. That's what it is. It's not complete hats, it's just at the top of the hat. 3 replaceable eyes, 7 replaceable hands, 1 gadget umbrella, 1 gadget copter, 2 gadget skates, 2 gadget springs, 4 gadget arms, 1 gadget neck, 2 gadget mechanical arms, that's the things that come out of the hat, 1 flashlight, 1 detective badge, 1 magnifying glass, and 1 diorama base, which you can see there. So he has that, even has that kind of stand piece that you can put him on to make him fly in helicopter mode. So looking really cool. Yeah, there's all the different faces and all that. Megahero, it says there. And Inspector Gadget, there he is there. Now, one weird thing I have to say, he's got eyes that look left and right. Right, he's got eyes that look left and right, but he doesn't seem to have ones that look down like that. So I don't know where these eyes are. He doesn't have ones that look. I don't know why this keeps going out of focus. That look down like that, because they're straight there, but they're looking down there. You can see they're looking down. The eyes are not straight ahead, they're looking down. So I don't think he even has that. He doesn't even have that face. He doesn't have that face either. So that's weird. So where did that come from? He doesn't have that mouth. He doesn't have them eyes that look down. So where's that coming from? Because he has that. That's what he comes with. You can see at the front. His eyes look straight forward. He's got eyes that look left and right. He's that smiley open mouth. But he doesn't have that. There's no eyes that look down. There's no mouth that's shaped that way. And I don't think he's got a... He might have I don't think he's got that hand either. No, I don't see that hand either. He's got the screwdriver. He's got the telephone. He's got a finger that's pointing. I thought that's the other thing it doesn't have. It doesn't have the cigarette lighter finger. It just has a finger. It doesn't have the cigarette lighter at the end of it. And he's got them 4 fists. Well, they're open ones for to put them through, and the closed ones. So I don't get where this is coming from. That's strange. That's not even opened the box yet, and I know he doesn't have that mouth. He doesn't have them eyes looking down. He doesn't have that hand with putting it on his chin, because there's the face there with the open mouth, and there's his face there looking straight forward. So I don't get why it's on the box it's showing that when it's not there included. That's very strange. So I'm already wasted time, not had it out of the box yet. You want to see it out of the box, but I felt that it was very strange how it shows that but it doesn't come with it. Is there another version of this that maybe comes with that? I don't know, but because it does say 5 Pro MG 2021, so I don't know if there's a version before this that maybe have came with that. I don't know. It's very, very weird. But anyway, that's it there. So let's get it out of the box, okay, and show you all the parts. But before I do that, and then I forgot the eBay seller. That's eBay seller there. So it's Madhouse Italy. Madhouse Italy. That's the seller I got it from. Okay. The other thing I want to note is when talking about the pricing of this is dearer than Chief Quimby, Penny and Brain. They're far cheaper. He's dearer. He's much dearer than they two. You could probably get two of them for the price of him, depending where you buy it. But it would still work out. He still works out dearer than these other ones. So weird, but I know it's the main flagship character of the show, obviously. But I don't see why it should be any dearer than these. But I can get it because of the hundreds of accessories that come with them, or gadgets that come with them. But it's strange why is price so high. But anyway, I'm getting on with the unboxing now. Out of the box now. Okay, here it is. Well, it's not quite out of the box, but I'll just show you in this kind of plastic prison here. So there's the face, there's the figure. DX only. I don't know if that's to do with the scale of the thing, but apparently it might have something to do with that. I don't know. There's the two open hats. There's the extra pair of eyes. See the thumb there, the two fists, the screwdriver and the pointed fist. There's the roller skates, the badge, the magnifying glass, the torch. That's that one. There's another. Hold on. There is more. Yeah, I know you saw the instructions there. I'll get to that in a minute. There's the blades for the helicopter. There's the part for the brolly, and there's the brolly there. There's the rotor for that you put these blades onto. There's the control levers for the helicopter. These are probably the neck, two neck ones. Oh, sorry. There's the two, and there's these two things are the neck, I think. These are for the arms, I think, and the longer arms I think kind of shorter arms or longer arms. But I think these two are for the neck. And these are actually proper springs with a metal bit in the middle. I'll show it off when I get it out of this. And they're for the legs. And these are mechanical bits for the arms, the very posable mechanical bits for the arms that come out of the hat. So that's that. Okay, so really cool. Oh, there's more. of course there's more. You get this bit for the stand. You get a stand as well. That's a stand there. And you get this clear bit to make them pose. You can put it onto the stand and make them. It's very posable. It's like the mechanical bit for the hands coming out of the top of the hat. Except it's a lot bigger and clearer. So it's the same idea. It's got the same joints and all that, except it's in a bigger scale, and it's made of clear plastic. So it's the same idea as these small ones, but that's it for the stand. And you get these bits, but what these bits do, it shows in the instructions. You put little bits that go through and little tabs, and there's holes in the bottom of his feet, obviously for the roller skates and that. And you can put pegs through there, and his feet will attach to that. So that there's two ways to put them on the stand. You can have pegs coming through there that put the feet on in different locations, or you can put that arm on and have them fly, or make them stand. If it folds into a way, you can have them stand on it with the help of the mechanical arm. Right, here's the instructions. So that's all the bits you get. There's a lot. See what I mean about the eyes? It showed you in the box. You get ones that look left, right and forward. And there's the two mouths. You don't get one the mouth that looks upset. The hands, you don't get the thinkers, like he's had his hand in his chin, thinking. You don't get that hand, which is weird. And the faces, you get the smiley one, and you get just the standard one. You don't get that one that looks glum or upset. The roller skates, that you get them. The helicopter bits. The bit I want to show is where the stand is. You get these little peg bits. That's them. That's the bits I'm talking about. You get the peg bits, the base joint and the clips. You put it through there in any position, and the base joint will push the peg through the hole, and you can put his feet on it to make him stand, or you can have that. I think it must have an adapter or something like that, where you can take that bit off. But you can make him fly, and he's got a hole underneath of the figure to put that into, and you can have him fly. Of course, he's got his extendable spring legs, and you can add bits and that, so on and so forth. So that's the instructions. Right, let's go on with the figure. Okay, so here's the figure here out of his plastic prison eventually. I know it was a lot to get through, and hey, this is going to be a long video because of all the parts. Right, because there's a lot to get through. So you see him there, it looks really cool. Really cool. He's got these, obviously the solid fists on. His coat is very flexible, a very soft rubbery plastic. Very soft, but it still hinders the movement of the legs a bit. So I don't think you can get him in a seated position. A proper seated position. I mean that leg comes up that far, and it'll I don't think you can get him in a running pose. You would have to have that out the road. I mean, you can get him that far, just normal running. I mean, if the jacket wasn't there, it would have even more articulation. There's the hole there to put that stand peg on to make him fly, whatever. But yeah, he does have rotation of the legs. His head can rotate. His hat can come right off, I think. You can take his hat right off, I think. It does actually come off. I don't know how you get it off, but the instructions show that it can come right off. For some, you can take it right off. His hat, I'm not sure how you do it, but you can take it off. And we'll do a size comparison right before we do articulation and all that. Here's Revoltech Woody. Revoltech Woody. We'll try and put him in. He's not the best at standing up. There's Revoltech Woody. So it's roughly about not that much in it with Revoltech Woody. And Woody isn't standing completely straight tall. If he was, he would fall over. So, but he's not that much. There's not that much in it between the two. If you want a Transformer size, since I'm into Transformers, here he is with Voyager class Leo Prime, which is a retool of or heavy retool of Titan's Return Broadside. So there he is. So you've got the Titan's Return Broadside, same size. You've got an idea of the size of between Inspector Gadget and him. He is slightly taller, obviously, because of all the kibble on the Transformer, but It's not even the top of the hat. It's almost the same, almost at the same height as the top of the head of Prime, Leo Prime. So yeah, it's not that much in it. It's not that much in it when you go by head height. Not the top of the kibble, just the head height. So I would say he's not that far off from being a Voyager class size figure. So that's that. So let's go on with articulation. There's hundreds of articulation, of course, because of what it is, of what it can do. So his arms out to the side in the ball joint. You can do the 360 or 180. You can rotate there. You can rotate right round there. Of course, the 180. You actually get a rotation there. Why does this thing always keep getting out of focus? There's a rotation there. Of course, I can rotate there because his fist can come right off. Now, these parts I don't like because they look as if they could stress and break. It's just a plastic post there. So, wee bit kind of wary of that. I mean, it's a Blitzway figure. I'm hoping it doesn't break, but you know, it's not something you can easily afford to replace because of the cost of the Blitzway figures. You have to be careful. But yeah, they look as if they're made of a thinnish plastic that could easily stress and break. I'm not happy with that, but you've just got to be careful. And hopefully you'll not be transforming it too much, you know, changing parts over and all that, which would cause it to stress. So you can move his arms in and out, get the butterfly kind of bits there. And legs, you can rotate, well, better with this leg that's actually in the cut bit. You can rotate the leg at the upper part and you can move it that way and move it that way. He's got a knee joint and he can even rotate. Well, I thought he could rotate that knee, but he can't. And of course, he's got a slight ball joint in the hingway because his feet comes off because he put the extendable legs on with the springs. So that does come off and it has a slight rotation. Ankle tilt. So slight ankle tilt. Not much, but just very slight. Okay. It's in a kind of ball jointish type affair. It can move up and down slightly, move left and right slightly, but it's very slight. And the head can move up, but you see the little gap there. I'm not that happy with it because you see the gap and it moves forward, and of course it can rotate right around. And of course his head can come off because you have to put, again, it's that thin post, but the same with the arms. It's not made of metal, it's plastic. So again, I'm not that happy because it could stress. That can move back and forth like that, separate to this neck joint. So he's got quite articulation going on in the neck. He's got 2 points of articulation, that up post and that actual neck piece can move separate to that. So he's got quite articulation in the neck. The head. What you have to do, you can actually take this off, and that you can swap over the parts where you put the helicopter and the mechanical arms sections on. It says you can take his hat right off, but I haven't been able to do it. But what you can do is take his face off, if I can. I had it done before. There, like that, you can take his face off. It's in a big square peg there. But his hat is supposed to come right off. Because you can take, it does show it in the instructions that his hat comes off. Anyway, you can take that off and you can take the eyes out. The eyes come out. See? The eyes come out like that. Looks weird without eyes. It looks like a horror thing. You put them in like that and you can swap out the different eyes and put them in. I'm not doing it just now, but you can do. Oh, I can get the other face out and show you. I'll get the other face out and show you. There's the other face with a smiley face. And you can put that on. Just pop it on there and put it back on this bit here. There we go. He's got a smiley face and he's looking left, and you can swap the eyes out to make his eyes look straight, so you can swap them out between the different ones, okay, or make them look to the right or the left. So you basically got the idea of how the eyes work and how you can swap them out and that, okay, because he's got a different set of eyes there, so you can take these eyes out and put the ones that make them look to the right on, if I can. Right, there they are there. Oh, probably had that off camera. So you put them in like that, and there they are there. There's looking to the right, and he looks to the left. He's looking to the right there. He's looking at each other. And there we go. You can also put them ones, take that off, and put these ones on to have them look straight ahead. You have them look straight ahead, so you can put them on. So that's that, okay. I better put these back the way they were. Take them off, put the eyes back on. Whoops. Now, I think Woody, the Revoltech thing, has eyes that move in within the head. It's got little things at the back. These don't. You just swap them out. So that's what you do with them. And you put his hat on. There we go. So let's get on to gadgeting him up. If I can make him stand though. Let me make him stand. If he isn't going to stand, I can't gadget the guy up. So you've seen the faces. So let's do the hands. Right, let's move the hands off. So I took the hand off, and you can add that on there. Add that hand on there. Still don't know why this thing's... And you can have a phone call. See, he's even got the tiny little... I don't know if I can actually pick that up. He's even got the tiny little silver bit for speaking. And there, and there's the phone thing with there. He's got the silver bit there for the earpiece, and he's got the mouthpiece there. I don't know if I pick that up. The silver bit there is picking it up. So he's even got that, and he can. Well, I don't know if he can get his arm right up there to speak to himself. Ah, he can. There it is. So he can make a phone call and speak. There we go. You can have the arm down like that. There we go. So there we go. So that's that. Okay. So I'll take that off. The other thing you can do is you can have the screwdriver. Have to be careful how to put them on, because some of them are really stiff. I don't want to go in. I don't want to break the post as it's on. There we go. And he has a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver there. See, you get the screwdriver hand. Yep, unfortunately you can't swap out the heads of the screwdriver. That's what you've got. But there you go. He's got the screwdriver hand. Have to try and pull that off somehow. I don't want it breaking. There we go. That's what I mean. It might start stressing that. I don't like that if it starts stressing it. Of course, you've got this. Finger there. I don't know if I can get it on. I'm trying to. It's just this is a ball joint. It keeps slipping. It won't. You try to put that on and it moves all over the blooming place. It won't stay long enough for you to put the finger on. There it is. So he's pointing. That should really be the cigarette lighter finger, but it isn't. It doesn't open up or nothing. It's definitely flexible. It's definitely a flexible finger. You can see how flexible it is, but it's not the cigarette lighter one. I'd rather have the cigarette lighter one, because he definitely had that. Right, he also has these gripping fingers, and this is to grip, which is another accessory I'll show in a minute. If I can put this blooming thing on. It's not easy when it keeps moving. And they're very stiff. They're very stiff. Right. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. He's got his ID badge. You can actually grip it like that. I'm actually supposed to grip it like this and show his ID badge off. There it is there. So you can grip his ID badge like that. Yeah, you can grip his ID badge like that and show it off. See? Yeah, so you can grip it like that. Okay. That's, well, it shows instructions. That's how to do it. Just slip it up between that grip part there, and it does hold it. You could probably hold it a different way as well. You could probably hold it that way. I don't know. I think these are flexible enough. You could probably fit it in there. I don't know why you'd want to hold it that way, but you can hold it that way as well. So there's ways of holding it, but in the instructions it shows you to hold it the way I had it the first time, like that. So there we go. That's it. So that's his badge gripping hand, and of course it's the helicopter blades. Oh, and he can hold his torch like that. So he can actually hold his torch like that. It's a pity he didn't have a hand with his torch facing forward like that. I'd rather have the hand with the torch facing forward, but unfortunately that's the way it is. Or here's his magnifying glass. Now actually it's a real magnifying glass. It does magnify. I'll show it off in a minute, because you can actually, you can see how it does actually magnify things there. See that? See, it's magnifying that there. So it's actually a real magnifying glass. There we go. It does actually magnify. What's the instructions? Lost the instructions. But if I had the instructions, if I knew where they were, I could show that off more. So yeah, it does kind of, you can actually make the words bigger, and it does actually show them off. They're larger, so it is a real working magnifying glass, but there we go. So pretty cool. You can hold that in his hand. So that's that. But of course the bits you want to see is the helicopter mode and all that, and the roller skates. Ah, right. I think I will swap the eyes out. Give me a sec. See, I was putting the other face back on there, but I'll show you what it says. It says, remove the hair and hat, assemble the face as required. And it shows you there, you can fully remove the hat from the face and the hair. So, but I can't get the hat to come off. It's really stiff. So I don't want to break it in case it fits onto a big tab that breaks or whatever. But apparently I've gone to the instructions, you can take the hat right off from the face and the hair as well. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'll just put this other head back on, the standard head. I'll put it onto the hat and we'll go on with other things. There he is, he's back to normal, and we'll put that back on there like that. Again, because of the blooming ball joint movement, there he is. So yeah, but the hat is supposed to come right off, not just the top bit. But apparently I just can't get it to come right off. So there we go. Right, the other thing we want to do, is add the roller skates. Go Gadget roller skates. You clip them on like that. Just holes in the bottom of his feet. Get the roller skates. Go Gadget roller skates. There we go. Getting them back off again is a problem. So this is roller skates there. You've got to use a tool to get them off because they're not hand tight. You've got to so yeah, and they do roll, obviously. They do roll, so they are proper rolling ones. They're not moulded, so they don't move. They do actually move. So there we go. So yeah, you get proper roller skates. Okay, that's that. Getting them off is a problem. Let me deal with that in a second. Hold on. Right, now we'll move on to the Gadget Umbrella. Now there's a certain way you've got to put this in, the instructions say. So you've got to, oh, his feet keeps coming off. Right, if it comes off, I'll just leave it off till I put the extensions on. Right, you've got to thread it through that first and then have it like that. That's the way it shows the instructions how to do it, and then push it up. You cannot have it any other way. You've got to thread it through and then put the thing into the hole. I'm only going to put it in a little bit. I'm not going to put it in all the way because it's a bother to get out. And there he is holding the Gadget Umbrella. Okay. There it is there. So he's holding the Gadget Umbrella. Actually, he does have a waist rotation as well. I never knew that. He has a waist rotation. I just noticed that there. And an ab crunch. He's got an ab crunch as well. So that's pretty cool. Didn't know that just until there. So when I was doing the articulation, I didn't know he had that. But yep, just noticed that there. So at least I've included it in the video somewhere. There we go. So that's him holding his umbrella. So he can be like Mary Poppins and float down, even though he's got the helicopter. So that, but yeah, but that's the way to put it on and off, is to unhook it. The umbrella's nice. It's painted inside. A nice framework there, all silvers and reds. Nice bit at the top, so you get that spike. And that is made of metal. It's not plastic. There's some parts on here that are metal, not plastic. That is metal. It is metal. So yep, and the handle's obviously plastic, but that's the way to put it on and off. Is thread it through the hand. Okay. So that's that. That's the umbrella dealt with. Put that away. Now we go into the extendable neck joint. There's two. I don't know if they're the same height. If one's slightly longer than the other. But there we go. No, the two of them are the same length. The two of them are the same length. So just put one on. If they were shorter and taller, I would do it. But all you do is take this off. Put that on there. On the bit the head went on. I thought it went down further. Ah. I could have sworn it went, did it not go further? Nah. Huh. Is that it? Oh well. And you put it in that hole there. And there he is there. He's got the extendable head. Although I thought that went down further. I don't know why it's sticking up like that. That's not good. Or can this bit come off? Ah, right, okay. That bit can come off. I probably put it in the wrong bit. Haha. I probably put it in the wrong bit. Although I think that's the right bit. Because you can take that neck part right off, although it doesn't have a joint for that. You'd have thought it would fit in there, but apparently it doesn't. That's weird. I wonder why that is. So I don't know how on earth you fit that on, because that doesn't fit. That is weird. I'll have to hold on a second. Okay, I got that wrong. That's the gadget arms, not the neck. I thought it was the neck because it looks short enough to be the neck, but no. Apparently that's the gadget arms. You'll notice a difference. The gadget neck has posts at two ends. Right, the gadget neck has posts at two ends. So you take the whole neck off and you stick one on there and you stick the other end where the head is, and that's his neck. I don't know why it's so blooming long, why you can't get the short one, but there we go. That's his gadget neck. I should have known that, because I wonder how enough does it fit in one end and not the other. But there we go. I was wrong. So these short ones, I don't know why you can't get a short one. It would be good if you get a short neck and a long one, but you don't. You just get the two the same length. You just get two the same length and you get two extra long ones. Oh no. No, you don't. You just get two the same length. So that's weird. I would rather have a short one and a long one. Weird why it doesn't come with that. But there we go. That's what it is. But yeah, that other one's just the same length. But yeah, now for articulation, you can move this. It's not that. It is plastic. It's not metal. It'd be good if it was metal and you could move it into position. So you can't really get it much in positions. You can bend it slightly like that, but I wouldn't really force it in case it does snap, because even though you get two of them, in case one does break, you don't want to be breaking it at all if you can help it. But yeah, it's unfortunately these parts aren't as flexible. Even with the arms and the legs, they're not that flexible. I'd rather it was metal, because if it was metal you could move it more into positions and hope and keep that position and keep that pose. But with this you can't really. It doesn't flex as much, unfortunately. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But you can rotate it right around and that, of course you can. And I don't know if you can look down and have it look down and that, but it will keep springing back up because it's just plastic, soft plastic. Okay, so that's that for the neck. I'll try and put this back in there. And you can put that back in there. There we go. And there's him back there. Right, arms. Let's get the arms. I can do one short and one long just to show you. If I can take the blooming thing out. Doesn't want to stand. Right. I'll do one short and one long. So you're seeing that. I'm obviously going to do the legs shortly, because the legs are really cool. So here's a long arm. Is that not the name of a transformer? Long arm. Right. I'll put the hand on, or the fist. There it is there. And I'll do a short arm. I don't think there's a transformer called short arm. I'll do that one and put the fist on there. And there we go. So there, he's got a long fist and he's got a short one. But again, I don't know how much flexibility you're going to get out of that. You can flex, but I wouldn't really want to push it, if you see what I mean. You can get some sort of flexing going there. But like I said, if that was made of metal, it'd be perfect. If it was metal, it'd be more expensive. The Blitzway price would go up even more, but at least it would hold its its pose. But you can't articulate it as well with this, because in case it does snap or break, because you're obviously stressing it into position, I don't think it can hold its shape very well, because it just springs straight back. So that's a little nitpick there, but there you go. Of course, it's all the sort of movement you got with the arm, and you can rotate the fists and have it up and down and back and forth and out and in and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd rather it was made of metal, because if it was made of metal and had these segmented bits, it would have held better, and you would not be so afraid to push it in case it snaps. But there we go, that's the arms. Oh, I'll keep the arms on because you want to extend the legs. So these are really cool. I'll show them off if I get him out, because the thing likes to focus on the thing. Mate, these are actual, that centre bit is actually made of metal. It is actually made of metal. It's actual metal spring. So that's real metal, and that's a real spring. Let's say that's pretty cool. So obviously what you do with that is just take, since it came off a few times anyway, you take the foot off, you put that in there, well, you put it in that way, you put the foot back on, obviously it lines up with a slot, it lines up a specific way. Make sure it lines up a specific way. See that shape? There's a shape there, so it's got to line up in the correct way with the shape. So it can only fit one way. Okay, we'll hold it back so they can bloody well see it. So there's the shape there, and there's the shape there. So have to go a certain way. And of course you can just twist it around and it'll fit. There we go. There's one foot done. We'll do the other. And of course, that's the same. They go in a specific way as well. You can see that it goes in a specific way. So you have to put them on a specific way, the way it shows there, with a rounded end at one end with a post. Okay, and same with this. You have to go in a specific way. You can't put them on any old way. So there we go, and there he is. Oh, go Gadget. Well, if he can stand, go Gadget springs. And of course he can actually it came off. I was going to show the spring action, but it just came off. So he can actually you can, well, it does come off, unfortunately. It seems to push, because the spring pushes that up, so it will push it off. But you can, yeah, that's why it came off, because it just pushes that spring and it'll pop it off. So you can't really make it do much of a springing action when he's wearing them. That's the other QC issue, I guess. That's the other nitpick, I guess, but you can have them wear it like that. Okay, looking really cool. Okay, so that's that. So there's issues with these, trying to flex them and hold them in position, because the material they're made of, you're afraid to stress it, and in case it does bend so much it breaks. The springs do go up, so it'll push that out. So you can't make it do the springing when it's wearing it, because it will push this up like that, and it will push that off of there. So you can't really do that. It would be cool if you could, but you can wear them. You can wear them for show, but that's about all. You can't really do any action with them, unfortunately. You can do it a little, but if you push it too far, it will push it off the post, it'll push it off the foot or the leg. It'll push it off the leg, so you can't really do much. I'll take them off, put them on there, because you need it for the next bit. Actually, I've got stuff for the next bit I want to show before I do the helicopter. I'll leave the helicopter for last. Okay, I'll leave the helicopter for last, because the helicopter's the best one. But I do have other ones I want to show off first. Right, hat. What you want to do is take that off. Now this is finger tight, so it just comes off like that. The other ones are really stiff to put on, so you may need a tool to take it back off, or use your teeth. I wouldn't recommend using your teeth, but if you want to use your teeth to pull it off with, you can do so. It's your choice. It's not something I recommend, but you can use your teeth. So we'll get to the one with the mechanical arms. That's the one with the two holes in the top. Okay, that's the hat section. We'll get the one mechanical arms, just put it on there like that. It will be a gap because I don't want to push it all the way in. That gets it too tight. Right, mechanical arms. If I can get this one out. There they are there. Like I showed earlier with a stand, it's just a smaller version of the stand. I'll take that out because it keeps focusing in on that. It's just a smaller version of this. It moves the same way. It doesn't have rotation, it just moves up and down. You can't rotate it. That's the only thing. You cannot rotate it. I think it's little, or whatever you call them that are in there. They're not screws. They're kind of little peg things, whatever they are. I forget the name of them. You know what they are. But you can't rotate it there, unfortunately. I don't think it can rotate. I don't want to push it. You've got to be careful though when you rotate these to begin with, because this one here, if I can move it, is rather stiff, so be careful how you rotate that, because that's very narrow and it stress and it might break, and you only get one set of them. So if one of them breaks, you've only got one left. So try and push it from the base. Don't push it from there, push it from down there, because some of it's rather stiff. Other parts are not so bad, so you can maybe get away with it, but if it's really stiff, push it from the base of it. Don't push it from up there, because you will bend it and break it. Okay, if you've got it and finding any parts like that are stiff, just push it from there. So be careful. It's an easy thing to forget, and then next thing you know, it's broken. Right, to put that onto here, I have to check what end fits on there first. Right, okay, I found it. It's the slight crimped end, so it's that end there that goes in where the hat is. Right, that bit, it's crimped at the end. it's kind of slightly bent at the end. So that's the bit you want to put into the hat. Okay, well that's what it's showing in the instructions. So you put that in there. Oh, it came off. Okay, I'll just do it that way. And you can move them down like that. Move it like that. I'll just do it with a hat section, and I'll put it on the head. So you do the crimp section, put it in the hole. It should stay in the hole. Whoa, whoa, I don't want that. No. That one's a bit loose. That one is very loose. Actually, it's all right now. There we go. And there we go. So, it's kind of loose. I don't know why it's loose. But anyway, so you do that, and you get a pair of hands, if you can find hands. And you can put the hands on there. Where the hole is, you attach the fists onto there. And whoop, there we go. I'll do the screwdriver one as well. I'll do that. And there we go. And you attach it onto his head. Well, you try to attach it onto his head. And there we go. That's him got his gadget hands. Like that. So you have the gadget hands, you can have them any way you like, you can articulate it whatever way you like, okay? So that's that. That's that done. So now to move on to the helicopter one. That's the one you want to see. That's the one you want to see. So I have to take them off. Articulate this. Sorry about this. I'm with you in a sec. Just moving that back to position. Right, helicopter. That's what you want to see. Right, I want to put these fists away if I can. And these bits. Oh. Move them away, because I don't want to keep these parts out of there. Right. We're getting there, we're getting there. Right. Now, helicopter. To put the helicopter together, you get the helicopter part, you get the blades, and they just go in there like that. Just put it together. It just fits in there. Again, it's shaped, and that's shaped as well. So make sure it fits the right way. So just, it will only fit one way. But obviously, you're not going to have that upside down. So, no. So, there's only one way it's going to go, isn't it, really? There we go. And you put the helicopter in the centre there, inside his hat. You click it in like that. I don't know if it can rotate. It can't really rotate. Oh, now, these, there's two holes in the side of the hat. You put them in, and that's also made of metal. This bit here's the handle. Not the handle, the arm. It's made of metal. So, that's cool. So I'll just make sure I had that right. Yeah, that's right. So you put that in there like that. Oh, doesn't want to go in. Does not want to go in. It's annoying me. Well, the handle can actually come off. Don't know why, but it can. Maybe you got to put that on there first. I thought he would hold it in his hand. Wonder how you put the handle on then, because I thought he would have held it. Yep, I don't know how you put the handle on. You put the handle on there like that, and I don't know where that went. There, and then you push that in the hole there. Okay. Same with the other one. I'll try not to take it off. You just push it into the hand, into his hand. You just push it in. That one just keeps like to falling out. But anyway. So you're getting all these mistakes happening on camera, because they happen on camera anyway normally when you're doing reviews and stuff. So that was really loose, which is not good. And you'll get the gadget hat with that fitting on that way, and you have to try and put that in there, and God, I think I'll set it up off camera. It's really annoying now. There it is. There's QC issues. That bit's loose and won't stay in the hole, and it won't stay in the hole firmly in mine. So it's bother keeping it in the holes in the hat, and that one with it loose in the handle, it won't stay in, and it won't stay in that end either. So it's a bit of a problem getting into position so it actually stay in there. So whether it's just a QC issue with mine or they're all like that, I don't know. It's annoying. And these are made of metal, so you can't really do, it doesn't have any flexibility with it to get it to stay in it, and it just doesn't want to stay there. So there's an issue with that one, at that end and that end. That one holds in better, but that end just doesn't want to stay. It's that end in both, which is annoying. So, but I've got it into position where it holds, so it's bothersome. So that's a big nitpick and QC issue. So that's that. Right, nearly done. So I've got to show off the base. I'm not going to put the pegs on it. That's the base there. But I can put him on there. I can make him fly. But having him, putting that bit, wherever it is, there, like that. Well, it's supposed to fit on the back of it. Oh. And you just post it onto there. Oh great, it doesn't want to fly now. Oh God, this thing gets so many problems. Right, hold on. Here he is here on the stand. See the stand there. And that's it there on the stand. Helicopter mode. So, yep, you can make him as if he's hovering in there on that stand and using that translucent arm. So you can get him into poses to have him fly. So there we go. So I better end. I got back to normal and end the video. Oh, before I do that, one other thing this box comes with is an insert, a backdrop. If I can get the thing out. It comes with a backdrop, which is pretty nice. There's a backdrop there, so you can put the backdrop in and have them there. Have them flying there. There's the backdrop. Probably supposed to be like that. It's like the Transformers Studio Series, same idea. You've got a backdrop, you've got a backdrop for this, you can make them fly, and there it is. So that's one thing that this came with. Like the Transformers Studio Series range does, it comes with a backdrop. So it's just a card, the backdrop on it, and put it in behind there and have them in certain poses or doing certain things, or standing there or on the base doing whatever, or just have them standing there alone doing whatever. So you get a backdrop to it, okay, and that's it. That's pretty cool. I have a backdrop. Right, I'll get the figure back to normal and then end the video. So that's it. So that has been Blitzway 5 Pro Studio Megahero Series 002 Inspector Gadget. You saw during the video there's a few, especially that helicopter handles, it just won't, in mine it won't connect to the heart, and one of the metal bars going into one of the handles is loose at both ends, so, and they both won't hold in the holes in the heart for some weird reason. They're just too loose. I don't know if you've got to tighten them up with some sort of you know, floor polish or whatever, I don't know, or use something to tighten it up with. I don't know, maybe you could try something like that, applying something that can maybe tighten it up, but they're certainly out of the box, they certainly were loose, so there we go, without applying anything to them. So not good, but especially when you, for what you're paying for the price for this figure, you don't expect that. So, but that's it. It's been a long one, but there's a lot to get through in this. Apart from all its foibles that I've talked about and you've shown in the video, it is a really good figure. I mean, that's the loosest part of the hat. The other two are really stiff. I mean, that will turn it upside down, it would fall out. It's just that loose. Again, you'd have to maybe get something to thicken it up with, and might stiffen it a bit, but tighten it a bit, but that's it. But apart from that, it's a really good figure. It definitely should be at the price you pay for it, especially being Blitzway. But that's that. Oh, other thing before I go, so before I sign off, I have ordered some 5 52 Toys figures. So one's the Alien Queen, the other's the, if you get the Alien Queen, of course you want the Power Loader. Of course you got the Predator. There's another one, I forgot the name of it. It's like a Macross type figure, but it turns into a jet. And there's another one, it's a submersible. There's a wee blue whale submersible. It's not that, it's a different one that turns into quite a few different things. So it's not the little blue whale one. There's a little blue one, it's a wee submarine. It's not that one, because I know there's two submersibles. There's that wee blue whale type one, and there's a different one. It's a different one. I just can't remember their names, but it does have a few configurations, this one. So I've ordered that as well. And that it's like a Valkyrie, but it's like Macross or Robotech, but it turns into a robot, a skinny robot, and it turns into a jet. There's two parts to it. It turns into a jet. So if you know the one I'm talking about in 52 Toys, you'll know what it is. But I've ordered that, and also got the Shockwaves Lab Upgrade Kit. There's quite a few bits coming with it. It's even the light up eyes. I don't think DNA Designs get an upgrade kit, but it doesn't have the light up eyes, although it does have the filler pieces for mainframe. This one package that I'm getting doesn't. You can get that separate, but I'll not have mainframe in a mode that you need to see the filler pieces for anyway. I'll just have it as the bridge of the arc, so it'll be hidden away anyway. That's how I'm going to display it. So it's just mostly the arc upgrade pieces I'm getting. Repro labels, I haven't done anything about for that. You know, it's Titan class. It would be a huge, massive sheet. It would take hours to apply. So I haven't done anything about repro labels yet for it, but I'm definitely getting the upgrade kit, and it is Shockwaves Lab. It's not a DNA design, okay? It's definitely Shockwaves Labs. So there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I think it's been reviewed before with lots of people. You can go and check their reviews of the different sets you get with Shockwaves Labs. So for the arc, but it's those. So I don't have the little launch pad thing. I'm not getting it, but I do have the upgrade parts for the arc. But I'm not getting the launch pad thing. So that's that. I'm definitely getting the light up eyes, which I don't think DNA Design have with it. I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they don't have that. But Shockwaves Lab do. So that's why I'm getting it. Okay, and that's all it's coming. Oh, and I'm getting Robbie the Robot. It's a Walmart one. I've heard there's QC issues with the Walmart one. There's been a few QC issues. And on the box, there's an error saying it comes with a laser pistol. But I'm getting a 3D printed one off of some eBay seller that's specifically for that figure. So it's black, so it blends in with the, because it's black plastic, it will blend in with that figure. So I know it's unpainted, it's black, but hopefully it will. So I'm getting that as well. So I will have a laser pistol with it, but it won't come with it. Like it says in the box, it's supposed to come with one. I'm getting one separate from that, but it is gonna. I'm gonna show it displayed. Well, I'll do a separate review, so not to confuse people thinking it is coming with a laser pistol in the box. But you will see a short review of the laser pistol 3D printed one from a seller, eBay seller, and I'll show it holding in the hand of that, because it is specifically, according to the seller, it's specifically designed for that particular Walmart figure. So we'll see. Okay, so that's everything I'm getting. Oh, the Shockwaves Lab isn't anytime soon. I said that in a previous video. It's not anytime soon. It's quite far off that it says they're going to deliver it. The 52 toys could be sometime this month, the rest of this month, towards the end of the month maybe. So look out for it then. Okay, but again, apart from the foibles that I've described during the video of this, the issues, it is a great figure, especially for the price you're paying with Blitzway. If you know Blitzway, you know the prices of these things that they sell. It's not cheap, but and a ton of accessories, absolute ton of accessories you get with it. But it's just a pity the helicopter mode, which is the best of them, doesn't hold together very well, at least on mine. That's unfortunate, but I'll just have to not keep it in helicopter mode, or maybe there's a way I can thicken these parts up to make them hold better. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I better go because I've rambled on, and this video is way long. That's why you'll see Power Director written there, because I've had to join the two halves of the video together. It'll cut out. So that's why. Okay, right. Better go. But look out for the 52 toys. One's coming. I should be getting them sometime before the end of this month. This month is out at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And then I don't know when Robbie the Robot's coming. It's a walking and talking one, so I don't know when it will arrive. And after that, the what do you call it? The Shockwaves Lab. Like I said, it's next couple of months. It's that far off. I don't understand how it's that far off, but it is from what the seller at the time it was supposed to be posted at or arrive at mine at. But that's just what it is. So it'll be a wee while away. But the 52 toys ones will come before that, and hopefully Robbie the Robot Okay, so look out for those the rest of this month and beyond. Okay, thanks very much. Thank you. Bye for now. Thanks. Bye.